Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ten Sangu reporting live from Zhubei, Taiwan. I just did the Chinese version of the TSG talk just right before this one. So I'm going to do the same talk again, this time in English. And I'm going to add a little more details. But so just want to share why am I here. I think some of you have been wondering why exactly am I here? What prompted this move? This is a big move, especially during a pandemic. So I think maybe I should just start with a little background about the company I work for. It's a Dutch semiconductor company called ASML, and I've been with them for a little over 3 years now. But while I was with them in the States, I was a software engineer. So I worked on the software for the top module of the machines. So our machines, a little background, they're called photolithography machines. They're you could say probably the most important step in the microchip making process. So our technology allows chips, the transistors in them, to get smaller and smaller. And that's why you're able to see faster and faster iPhones, faster and faster computers. It's all thanks to our technology, enabling the microchips to get smaller and faster and cheaper, and also more energy efficient. So I used to write the software that basically ran on these machines, that controlled certain parts of it. So I did it for 3 years and became like a software tech lead, where I would kind of guide the junior engineers and also the contractors to write the software. And then I was picked to do this role in Taiwan. Well, I was offered it to become a software project lead. And in this role, it's not really technical. It's more political, and it requires a lot of leadership and interpersonal skills. So I basically have to interact directly with the customer. And in this case, our customer is TSMC. So you probably haven't heard of them, but if you have an iPhone, or if you have AMD computer, NVIDIA graphics card, then that was made by TSMC, basically. And they're like the number one supplier of chips in the world. To Apple, they supply all of Apple's chips and all of NVIDIA's chips, AMD's, Qualcomm, basically a bunch of these companies, their chips come from TSMC. So when our machines break down and TSMC is like complaining to us, hey, what happened here? They need someone to relay these issues back to the engineers, and that's my role, basically. And also to ensure software quality, to keep improving the quality, reducing downtime of the machines. That's all part of the role. So it's definitely a lot more pressure. Why am I taking this role? Well, so interestingly, TSMC has this nickname in Taiwan. It's called 护国神山. And what that means is the sacred mountain protecting the country. And which I find it's quite a fitting name, actually, because if you think about it, that's exactly what TSMC is. They're kind of like the savior of Taiwan's economy. They're the index, the benchmark. They're really the one keeping Taiwan afloat, keeping Taiwan relevant in the world economy, right? Like, because if you wipe Taiwan off the map, then no one's going to be able to get their iPhones anymore. So that's kind of a nice niche to put yourself in strategically. And it's kind of like how Saudi Arabia has their oil. Singapore and Switzerland have their banks. That's kind of how they stay relevant to the world, right? Like, the world needs Saudi oil. The world needs Swiss banks. Likewise, the world needs Taiwan's chips. So it's the same kind of model, although I would argue that Taiwan's model is actually based off of merit, not just luck, happen to have some nice natural resources, but it's based off of hard work, merit, good strategic planning. And so I want to be a part of that process of that preservation of Taiwan, and in turn preservation of the world peace, to kind of keep that going. Um, it's a it's a peaceful economic way to ensure the status quo remains as is, that there is no military intervention or invasion in the near future or distant future. So ASML, my company, it also has a nickname, and they call it the Kao San to the Hu Guo Shen San. They call it the backer, the supporter of the sacred mountain that protects the homeland. So that's ASML actually. That's my company happens to have that nickname. So I'm pretty honored to be here to kind of serve in that way, to serve my homeland in that way. I think about the True Parents' teachings, right? In the Family Pledge, they talk about first you gotta be the filial child, right? Then you can become a patriot. Then you can become a saint, and then finally a divine son or daughter of God, right? And I always wondered, what does it feel like to be a patriot exactly? To really love your country. And I think I kind of know what it feels like now. I have a true concept of it now, having returned here. It is in a way a sense of patriotism, to serve in this way, in this unique, nice way. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And one more thing about the strategic position of TSMC, right? So just to give you an idea, no one else in the world has the ability to produce these 5 nanometer, 3 nanometer, soon to be 3 nanometer chips, right? Samsung is maybe a year or two behind, and they also happen to be our customer too. But it's by and large, TSMC's in the forefront, and so that's why it's very important for them to maintain this position to stay relevant to the world. So China, there's some competitors in China starting up. SMIC is the biggest one. They also happen to be our customer, but they are not allowed to have the latest and greatest machines that can print these 5 nanometer technology chips, right? Only TSMC is allowed to buy those machines from us. So that actually keeps Taiwan ahead of China, like you could say 20 years. It's like a 20-year head start. And that is very strategic. So if we can maintain that, then we can maintain the status quo, maintain the peace. And that's really the bottom line here. It's kind of an open secret in Taiwan, but I'm just kind of sharing it with you guys. That's really the game plan here, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So yeah, that's why I'm here, back in my homeland, and gonna make the best of it. It's a 2-year assignment, so I'm here for the next 2 years, and after that we'll see. Anything's possible, but yeah, the hours are long. I'm already getting more white hairs than before. But that's basically it. I'm really happy my family came with me and totally supportive. The kids have adjusted amazingly. Wife Lang Young adjusting pretty amazingly as well. It's all kind of working out here. So yeah, maybe next time I'll share some very spiritual things that happened to us so far, just in this short month that we've been here. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, be well. I know on the East Coast they have a lot of snow and stuff, or even in Texas. So stay safe, stay warm out there. God bless. Until next time, peace.